Hey guys, down in the deepest, darkest basements of Sea Rose get fiddle, and wanted to take a minute today to discuss a little bit more right hand technique, because I know that I've given a few strumming patterns, a few slapping patterns, that sort of thing, but I'm noticing that a lot of people are having some difficulty with just really basic strumming patterns. So I'm going to introduce just a couple, and a couple that are kind of my signatures, the things that I use the most. So first thing that I'm going to do is teach you a new technique, and that is the strum damp, that I call it. It gives a nice sort of snare drum type effect. And if I'm doing it like that, you'll notice that I have an open string, but I take my finger and I strum at the same time as I slap my hand down. Okay, if you do it right, if you do it nice and quick, it's better than just the standard string damp. It just gives that little bit extra. So to illustrate how to use this, I'm going to take the strumming pattern from the Archie song Sugar. Do 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 do. Yeah, that one. They've got a strumming pattern that's in G. It's down, up, slap, up, down, up, slap, up, down, up, slap, up, down, up. Okay, so all you have to do is start off down, up, so it always starts on that. Okay, that's just the Archie's one. So down, up, slap, up, down, up, slap, up, down, up, slap. That's kind of signature as far as that goes. So it allows you to create a few different strumming patterns that way. The next thing that I'm going to show you is the 3-finger claw in conjunction with the thumb. So I call this like the G.I. Joe hand, where you've only got two choices. You have your thumb or you have your fingers. And by putting down your pinky and just going back and forth between those two, you can create what sounds like that old country type theme. So it's just thumb, all three, thumb on the lower string, all three, thumb on the high string, all three, thumb on the low string, all three. And I use this for a lot of different things, but you know, for example, the video that I just did last, where I was singing 16 tons. And in this case, I'm just using it straight down. Okay, so it's thumb, pull, slap, pull, and then a different bass note, thumb, pull, slap, pull, different bass note, thumb, pull, slap, pull, thumb, pull, slap, pull. And you can pull. I do that from time to time as well, where you're pulling 4 strings at the same time. Another neat technique, which I've known about for a long time, but was kind of brought to my attention, was quintupling the picking of one string. So if I take a So I'm going on my E string, or on my B string, low note, then I'm playing 2 fingers on the high E string, then I do thumb, and then 2 strings on the high E string. It's a tremolo. So if I, for example, And you can make this go nice and fast with a little bit of practice. It's a nice little strum there. And finally, just a quick heads up on just ordinary adding to your strums with hammer-ons. Most times you'll notice that guitar players will pump their hand an awful lot and get extra stuff out of it. So I'm just going strum on an open and then resolve it to an E. If you're strumming anything open, it always sounds good as long as you slap on a full chord afterwards. People don't actually remember the first sound. What they remember is what it resolves to. And so it doesn't matter that the, what is it, E minor 9th over 11th or whatever horrid chord it is when you just strum an open guitar. As long as you resolve it into an actual chord, people remember how it finishes, not how it ends. But they also pay attention to how many beats you've put in. So this puts in 1 and slap. Change it to A. So there you go, a couple of right-handed techniques just to add a little bit of rhythm to your strumming. So see you around.